Wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host today on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and Speedy Talk is a program for the youth where we talk about things that concern and affect the youth. And now today, as well, like last time we were on Speedy Talk, we have two industrial training students from Moses Osio Adasu University, which are going to be joining us today again, and we are going to be diving into cohabiting. That's our focus for today, our topic of discussion. And in a short while, they are going to be introducing themselves, with their own mouths, and you get to hear from them. And we are talking about cohabiting today because it has become something that's very common, and people don't even judge people for it anymore. No one actually says anything. It's like it's a normal thing. If you tell someone, well, I'm staying with someone I am dating and all of that, no one even raises an eyebrow anymore, or no one even thinks too much about it. Some people even think that it's good, but it wasn't like that, before. People don't even do it, maybe secretly, and they're trying to hide from others because they feel like they're going to be judged. But these days, it's not like that. So we want to be hearing from you guys as well, ourselves here in the studio. We are going to be talking about it, and we'll also be giving you guys an opportunity to call in so we can hear from you. But before that, like I said, I am your host today. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Girgir Felicity
and
Ijuo Martina.
And we are going to be talking about cohabiting. So what do you think about cohabiting? What do you think? Like, do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Does it have disadvantages and advantages to you? That issue of, people who are just in a relationship, not yet married, maybe they're even planning to marry or not, and will start living together and acting like husband and wife and all of that. Some people say it's actually very good because well, you get to know yourselves better, and you get to understand yourselves. You get to figure out if that person has a flaw or not, and then maybe if you're compatible, you can go ahead with the marriage. And then if you are not compatible, if you think that you cannot cope with that person, then you go your separate ways. And other people on the other hand would say things like cohabiting is not okay because it promotes see finish and all of that. Or sometimes you get to involve yourselves in things that you're not supposed to be doing yet. So you can also call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. What do you think about cohabiting? That issue of boyfriend and girlfriend living together before they are married. What do you think about it? Do you think it's good? Do you think it has disadvantages and advantages? Or what exactly are your thoughts on cohabiting? And we are going to start from ourselves here in the studio. So, we are going to start from you first, Tina. So let's hear, what do you think about cohabiting?
Okay, for me, cohabiting is a no.
Okay.
Because, like you said earlier, it promotes see finish.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't want someone I'm getting married to see me finish before getting married to me. Yes, so I wouldn't want to be involved in cohabiting at all. So there are some people that while cohabiting, stay with your partner, then that person don't even end up getting married to you. Yes, I have an auntie that cohabited for about 6 years. Was staying with this guy, and then the guy impregnated another lady, and he got married to the lady instead of getting married to her. She had to pack out of the house
after staying with him. He went to go and impregnate another lady, different person.
Yes.
Okay.
So she had to pack out of the house and leave the other lady to come into the house. So for me, cohabiting is a no. I can't do that.
Okay.
No,
somebody just go and see you finish, and at the end of the day, what you're even trying to get, maybe it's marriage, you end up not getting it.
Yes.
Okay, so let's hear from you also. What do you think about cohabiting?
For me, I think it's a very good thing. Like you said, it helps you to know your partner better, to know their living habits, to know how they are. If you can be able to stay and manage them, not manage actually, if you'll be able to stay with them, if you'll be able to tolerate them, that was the word I was looking for. So if you stay with somebody and you see their flaws, because everybody has flaws, nobody is perfect. So if you see their flaws, I think it has to do with, will I be able to tolerate this? Will I be able to live with this?
Okay.
So if you cohabit, if you stay together for a while, you'll be able to get to know each other better and see if you can tolerate them
before you actually go into that marriage, and then you start finding out.
Martina, you're talking about see finish. And commitment. I think that commitment actually depends on people. So if somebody wants to cheat on you, if you want to marry the person, there are some married people that cheat on each other or cheat on their partners. So it has to do with the person, not anything about.
But anyways, that's the story that she witnessed her, she saw herself, and that's why she had to bring it here. Now, and if you have just joined us, this is SPEEDy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm with you on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Girgir Felicity
and
Ijuo Martina.
And today we are talking about cohabiting. That thing where these days boyfriend and girlfriend are now living together, doing things normal, and no one even say about it. You just see a person, they are living together, and you ask, how come these two people are living together? Are they married? And we hear things like, no, they are dating now. That's why they are living together. Some people say it's good, and it helps you to kind of know your partner, to know each other, to know your flaws and all of that, and get to know that person more. Find out if you'll be able to tolerate a person. And other people say no, because marriage is not something that you're supposed to try one extra test outside and see whether you'll be able to do it with that person before you actually get into it. It should be something sacred. So what about you? What do you think about cohabiting? You can call in and also be part of this show. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and share with us what you think about cohabiting. Do you think it's okay? That issue of staying together before you are married, living together before you are married. Do you think it's okay or not? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Simon Akwaya, calling from Jedo Villa Makodi.
Okay, welcome to the show, Simon. So what do you think about cohabiting? Hello? Okay, we cannot hear Simon anymore. But Simon, maybe reposition and then you call us back again. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear your thoughts on cohabiting. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Are there advantages? Are there disadvantages? You yourself, are you someone that is in support? Like, let's hear your own point. If you're on the agreeing side, let's hear your points. And if you're disagreeing, let us hear why too. Hello? Okay, well, keep trying. Fight your network because we are about to settle this one today. Felicity, right? You said you actually think that is actually good, and you get to know each other, what you can tolerate, and then all of that. So does that mean that maybe if you even actually like someone and then you got to know? Hello? Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
It's Michael from Girgir Villa.
Okay, welcome to the show, Michael. So what do you think about cohabiting?
Cohabiting, on my own side, I thought it's not really a bad thing.
Okay.
Because when you come in contact with your own partner, you get to know more. If you get to know the person you are dealing with and how to deal with the person and in so many cases, you understand? So, see, finish, even though if you don't stay at somebody's house or stay with the person for a long time, the person will, even with the person character, if another partner did not have any good character, they will still see you finish.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think cohabiting is not a bad thing. Just for you to know your partner well. That is it.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael, for calling in to be part of the show. Okay, so I feel like this one, it's Tina that will answer it for us because, he targeted us see finish that you spoke about earlier. So what do you have to say what do you think about what Michael just said?
Okay, I think that there are different ways of you getting to know somebody rather than staying with the person.
Okay.
So you can ask sensitive questions and then you can also go and visit the person. You visit the person. Okay, there was this post I saw. The lady, she was saying that sometimes it's good to cohabit though because she got married to this man and then the man is not neat at all, messing the toilet up and then repeating boxes. So that had it been she had cohabited, she would have know all these things before getting married to the man. But I was like, what if you do surprise visit? If you surprisingly visit this person, can't you maybe know if his toilets are messed up?
But you know that there's this, if you talk about surprise visitor, there's this thing that when visitors come, even apart from people that are dating self, there is this thing that when visitors come in, everybody go and bring out their Christmas clothes, and try to look fine and pretend and all of that. But we'll come to that. Let's hear from one more caller too. Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Cynthia.
Yes.
How are they?
We are fine, thank you. You guys, you can answer for yourselves actually. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I am IK manager calling from North Bank.
All right, welcome to the show. So what do you think about cohabiting?
Well, to me, that cohabiting is corruption.
Okay.
I'm telling you the truth because I'm a living witness. I want to tell you that women are pastors. Understand?
Okay.
There are rules and regulations if you are matured to get married. First of all, you have to let your parents know that you are matured to marry.
Okay.
Right? They will now give you
Okay, we cannot hear him again.
Like in our area, they have to buy you a pig. If you can be able to train a pig, then you are matured to marry.
Okay.
Because you just want to deceive your partner, and then at the end, you'll be talking rubbish. So please,
Okay.
that is my idea.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show, Michael. Now, just the same way that the person that agreed with cohabiting, we push this thing to Tina to answer. Now we'll have to push this one to you, Felicity, because he says he thinks that it's corruption. So what do you think about what he has said now? Because if you ask me, he has points. So there are sometimes that some people just do whatever they want with you, and then at the end of the day, they'll be telling you rubbish, like he said.
So honestly, like I said before, I think it's depending on the people. You get to know someone better and you think, okay, am I willing to stay with this person? Am I willing? It's when you decide and see that, okay, this person is a nice person, he's good, I'm willing to take a step forward in the relationship. Then you say, okay. You say okay to the cohabiting, and then that's if you people have marriage in mind. But there are sometimes that when somebody say things, you are like, nah, this person doesn't have any plan of marrying me. I think it's there, and if somebody
But some
deceives
people can
you,
pretend though.
exactly. That's what I was about to say. So it's depending on the people. Some people will pretend. Some people will that one I know very well that some people pretend a lot. But you see it. You see if somebody is willing to marry you, you will see it and you will know. So it's not depending on the people actually.
Okay.
It's depending on the person that you meet.
All
Yes.
right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where
my
you're
name
calling
is
from.
Timothy. I'm calling from Logo One.
All right, welcome to the show, Timothy. Oh, okay. We lost that as soon as he came. But Timothy, you can still call back. If you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this afternoon on the show, we are talking about cohabiting. What do you think about cohabiting? This issue of living together with before marriage. What do you think about it when people are just dating and then they decide to live together? What do you think about that? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know your thoughts on cohabiting. Do you think it's okay? Do you think it has disadvantages and advantages? You yourself, like, is this something you would advise and all of that? You can call in and share all of that detail with us. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm Wesley from Banada Costa.
Okay, welcome to the show. So what do you think about cohabiting?
Cohabiting. I think cohabiting is not that really wrong because you get to know each other.
Okay.
For making a decision for marriage. I know someone was making a point there that when you this thing hygiene about the guy and one of your this thing. Your colleague there say you can be visiting, paying this thing for privacy. But someone like me, when if I get to visit any lady, I don't normally use their toilet or restroom.
Okay.
I don't know, just like that. So paying surprise visit, I would not even get to use your restroom. So I don't think
you cannot know from that. Okay.
I'm the shy type.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to share that with us. Tina, they are saying that visit that you mentioned, that you can actually visit the person you know and then get to know each other from there. There are some things that you and truly, what if someone pretend throughout all the days, that you are visiting the person?
And then what makes you think that staying with somebody, the person won't also pretend just to get your attention or want to show that, yes, I'm good? What makes you think that this person is not going to pretend?
But you know that pretending doesn't last for long. You will get tired eventually.
But some people do pretend for a really long time. Though some people do pretend for a really long time, if you ask me, because you have seen stories like that where they'll say someone pretended and then when they eventually got into the marriage, you hear things like their true color came out. I don't know why they always say it's
true colors, as if when the person was being nice and everything, it's not the person's true colors.
Okay, well, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And on the show this afternoon, we are talking about cohabiting. What do you think about cohabiting? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it has disadvantages and then advantages? Whatever you think about it, you can call in and then share with us. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. What do you think about cohabiting? You can call in and share that with us. All right, so Felicity, I wanted to ask you a question earlier. So does it mean that when you get to know that person, like you're talking about, like get to stay with them and then know that person, if it's someone that you don't agree with, maybe the person's lifestyle or some kind of habits, then you leave, like it has finished with that?
First of all, you talk to the person, you bring it to their notice that, okay, this is what you are doing that I do not like. And if the person cannot change, and you are like, since you are not changing, I cannot live with. That's why I said tolerate. Can you tolerate it? If you can't, you know that I'm not willing to marry this person.
So how many people, so if you're not willing now, if you go to the next person, you will still go to that page and then you're cohabiting again, how many people would you now know, to actually find out the person? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I get what you're saying.
So isn't that something that would worry you? Like maybe if the person is not now the kind of person I want, maybe finding out that I cannot tolerate their attitudes or their habits like that. So do I have to keep jumping like to the next person? Do I still go and know that person like that? Is that something that crosses your mind? Or maybe do you set like a boundary to how much you even show to a person like that?
So I think in everything, like getting into a relationship, you should know that or you should get into a relationship with somebody you think or you know that if I correct this person is not going to get angry. Yes, if I correct this person is not going to get angry. This person is open to correction. This person can hear me when I speak. Then everything becomes very easy for you.
Okay, we'll come to that. Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Emmanuel, calling from Banada.
Okay, welcome to the show.
Yes, you are talking about cohabiting, the good side of it. But morally, let us ask of ourselves: is it nice? How many people will you have to live with before you finally get married to the person?
Okay.
The only thing is that it differs from how some cultures see it. Differently. In some cultures, if you cohabit and anything happens to that girl you are cohabiting with, you will. So I went to a community where because she was living with the man and they were not married and they had children and the lady died. So there's no way you can go and face the family that this person is living with you and this thing has happened to him.
Okay.
Because the community will demand your presence and you will have to marry the court. You will have to, what you will go through, you will never imagine it.
Okay.
Although that depends on culture to culture who can accept it. But morally, from your parents, where are you telling your parents that you are now living with who that you are not married to? So the moral thing is, no matter what happens, you shouldn't be afraid of marriage to go and live with, cohabit with somebody. It's a high risk because that person you are trying to understand can finally, if he is a bad person, he will still show it up at the end of the day.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you can see be cohabiting with him. He can still go and impregnate somebody else. At the end of the day, he can still drive you and not marry you. There are some people who will come to ask for your hand or come to inquire about how to marry you. Is it that lady? he has cohabited here, he has cohabited here. That is where the problem is.
Okay.
So morally, it is not good. You can still know somebody if he's good or not, either through courtship or visiting your parents or making your friendship known to parents. And people could ask around. Those days, you ask around, which family is this? What type of family are they? Are they good? That is how they marry those days. And that is more honorable than going to cohabit with somebody.
Okay.
Because you want to study the person and study his character. You may not know the character, even though you are cohabiting with somebody. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. Okay, so that was quite a long one, and you already know who I'm going to start with now.
Yes. He said something. He said that the parents that I want to say that this issue, some parents, like it's from them actually.
Okay.
Because you're not seeing your daughter for the past 6 weeks. You're not seeing your daughter for a month, and then you're not calling to know where she's staying. You're not calling to know where she is. What is she doing? So parents should actually consider this and then get their children to do the right thing.
Yes, based on that story that he mentioned, that somebody would actually go and die, you know, and then before you know it, but it's true, Shao, that they might. But do they even hold people responsible? You know, when someone actually dies, I'm not sure it happens so. Like that these days, anyway. But what do you think? Let's actually come back, you know, to the main. What do you actually think about what he said? You know, I was asking that earlier too. Does it bother you, you know, or does it not bother you? Maybe if you end up going to maybe stay with that person, you know, live with that person, and then you find out that that's not the person you actually want to be with, would it not feel like a loss to you though? Or is there a certain mindset maybe you have that makes you to just fash it? I beg, okay, that one did not work.
Yes, for me, I think that if something doesn't work out, if I cannot tolerate something, I'm like, I cannot tolerate this. It's something I know that I cannot tolerate, and I will not be able to live with the person. So I think if you get married to somebody, if you get married to somebody, you will still find out that thing, and you will still be like, I cannot tolerate this, and continuously. And I think that's the one of the reasons. It will be harder to leave the marriage. Yes, it will be harder to leave. So you have to stay in that marriage and continuously tolerate something, and then it drains you mentally too. Continuously tolerating the same thing, and you keep on saying, I don't like this, but the person is not changing. So it's harder to leave when you actually get married. But if you stay with this person, I discover that okay, this person is like this, he's not neat, he sleeps too late, he's lazy, she's this, she's that, she doesn't cook, she doesn't want to do house chores. You are like, I cannot live with this thing because I'm not going to stay in a dirty house, I'm not going to stay married to somebody that is dirty. And you're like, no, this is not working for me, and I leave. I understand that the point that he made of how many people are you going to stay with, but if something doesn't work for you, it doesn't work.
Okay, so you just leave like, nothing happened, that one did not work, and you just go your way. Okay, so Tina, what do you have to say about that? She is saying at least you get to find out instead of when you get to the marriage and then it's harder to leave marriage than to just say I'm done with the relationship and carry your handbag probably and just go. It's harder. So is there any point maybe you see in that, or you still stand on that cohabiting, you're against it because of the sea finish and all of that?
That was why I said that before you get into a relationship with somebody, know if this person is really ready to listen to me when I try to correct. Is this person going to hear me out? Is he ready to bend when I talk? So if you get to know that this person can listen to you, this person is flexible, then everything becomes very easy for you.
So whatever it is that you think you want to maybe correct in that time you're cohabiting, you can actually do it in the marriage.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Even in the marriage, okay, maybe the person is not doing what you maybe your beliefs, it's not doing right according to you. You can actually talk to this person knowing that this person is going to hear you out. Yes.
Okay.
So
all right, well, let's hear from our callers out there again before we continue. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Shido. I'm calling from Burukun.
All right, welcome to the show, Shido. So, what do you think about cohabiting?
Well, for me, cohabiting is bad. It's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe for the people of the world, they will say cohabiting is good, but it's against Bible actually, because when you are cohabiting with that partner that you are trying to meet yourself and get married to, maybe in the process now you get belly. They spread that pregnancy. That is sin against God. Now you don't kill finally.
Okay.
Already tomorrow now the person will leave you and go to another person. So how many people are you going to try to keep on getting to know them? Some people you will live with them for some time before you know. I used to live in Hima. I think I was 11, 12 years then. There was this guy on the farm cohabited with his girlfriend for almost 7 years. Later on, he left that girl. He left her and married another woman.
After 7 years.
Nobody know. Yes, after cohabiting. Cohabiting is not good though. For me, it's not good. I will not do it.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So I concur with the person that is saying in the radio station that cohabiting is bad. I forgot her name, but just greet her for me.
Okay, Tina, you can actually answer your question. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. Now, Shido is also of the idea that cohabiting. But wait, to me, she said one thing that actually drew my attention. 7 years.
7 years.
People
exactly.
are wicked.
Honestly, I feel like
even if someone accepts cohabiting, I feel like with these 7 years, you are not able to tell.
You're not able to tell if this person is willing to marry you or not. Honestly, I feel like there's a specific time range. And you will know your partner. Is he going to actually marry? If he's going to, what are you doing there for 7 whole years straight?
Now you know that why a man wants to get married is because he doesn't want to stay lonely and he needs a companion. So he's getting the companion already. So why should he still hasten up to get married to you because you're staying with him?
Okay. Part of the C finish that you mentioned earlier. Now, I've heard we talked about, some people spoke about cooking and, maybe getting to know if the person can actually, what if it's for, we have been talking about this pretense thing, right? Tina, she mentioned some things there, which I'm talking about the cooking, getting to know if that person is hardworking and all of that. So, Tina, would you rather maybe find out in the marriage that your husband don't like brush, or something like that, or would you not like to maybe find out, before you actually get to the marriage, understand him better?
Okay, like I said before, that if this person, you should be in a relationship with somebody that is ready to listen to you.
Some people pretend that they are listening to you, and before they actually when you enter the marriage, then the true colors, they always say is the bad thing, that's the true colors that used to come out. So like some people actually pretend like, don't worry now, let me just be doing like I'm listening to this one, and when we enter she will see shege and all of that. So would you rather go and find out like this is the kind of person you would still prefer it that way?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's a straight
God. Okay.
Go on.
Okay. There's this thing that somebody around me, I went to this shop to make my hair one time, and this lady was talking about whenever her man is coming around, she always brings somebody to cook. And then she would think, and the guy would think that she's the one that is cooking, but she actually brings somebody to cook, and I say, I'm the one that cooked. But if you stay with this person, you know that she doesn't know how to cook, and you would think about it like, can I?
I think I've watched a movie like that. I've seen a movie like that, but I just thought it was maybe just about movies. But I'm sure from wherever even movies get their inspiration from.
I mean,
it has to have it must have happened in real life for them to actually get that inspiration, right?
Yes.
Well, if you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And today on the show, we are talking about cohabiting. What do you think about cohabiting? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it has disadvantages and advantages? Whatever you think about it, you can call in and share with us. The number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in right now and share with us what you think about cohabiting. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from my first base.
Okay, and what's your name?
Prosper.
Oh, welcome to the show, Prosper. So, what do you think about cohabiting?
I think cohabiting is very okay because it enables you to know more about your partner
Okay.
so that you won't make wrong choices.
Oh, okay. So, you think if someone cohabits, that means they will not make wrong
No,
choice?
because the person will reveal its identity.
Okay.
Because there's
Oh, okay. I wanted to hear more of that. Hello. Okay. You can still call back, Prosper, and complete what you wanted to say. It really sounded interesting to me.
Yeah.
And okay. Hello. Whatever it is, maybe just fight with your network and call in. Let's hear. So I want to ask like a question. Though I know that you are agreeing with cohabiting, right, Felicity?
Yes.
But are there any like risk that you see to it? Maybe some things that even if someone is the type of person that is agreeing to it, that you kind of see that are involved with the cohabiting, or do you think that it's all good and there's nothing at all that anyone has to lose from cohabiting?
Like I was hearing somebody talk about pregnancy and abortion. I think that's probably my decision. When you are staying with somebody, you have to know if the person is willing to marry you, so that even if you get pregnant, the person will just marry you. Like instead of staying with somebody continuously and then aborting. I'm very, very much against abortion.
Oh, okay.
So that is.
So those are like the risk you end up. So does that mean for the man now there are no risk inside? Because I know you spoke that one from your side, but how do you feel like from the men now? They don't have any risk, nothing to lose, nothing to.
Even know.
Okay, so for them it's safe.
It's safe. What do they have to lose? I don't know what they have to lose.
Okay, that topic is for another day. We start today.
That's why I can't take the risk. So because actually I don't think there's something that they have to lose. There's nothing that they will lose. So I can't take the risk. So I can't.
But from the end of ladies, right, Tina?
Yes.
What do you think? The risk. Like I ask her, what do you think the risk are, disadvantages in it that maybe you'd look out for? Because you particularly are so against it, right?
Yes.
So what are those risks that you see in it, that maybe you could share with us?
Okay, like she said pregnancy and abortion. So that's one thing. Actually, you get pregnant and then maybe this person is not ready. The person is not ready to take care of.
But you know that some people, speaking of this pregnancy, that some people actually stay together and there's nothing, like they still know where to draw the line, like no, this one we are not doing, like that. So
it takes disciplined people to do
and
that.
People with self-control.
It takes
so you don't trust yourself enough. You don't trust yourself enough to
this body you're having is flesh,
Okay,
Yes.
let's not go in depth into that. So are there other risks, apart from the pregnancy and all of that you spoke about? Are there other risks that you see to it? Because I know you mentioned sea finish, but you have to put a name on something, point out something specifically, so that, well, if you're so against it, then someone out there might be curious, like, why is this person so against this? And because we have heard even here some people that agree with it. Okay, you wanted to say something, go on.
Okay, I lose my self-respect. I see it like I'm staying with a man. I lose my self-respect. Like I don't feel so good staying with you, and I'm not married to you. Like I don't feel it's safe to do that, considering the fact that I might get pregnant and then maybe sex before marriage again, and which I'm against. So I don't think it's too good to do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for trying your possible best, to even reach where some people might feel uncomfortable, to actually expose that much. Anyway, you can still call in right now and share with us what you think about cohabiting, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know your opinion quickly before we go. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Mr. Sakumate Tsuwana from Tiamo.
All right, welcome to the show. So what do you think about cohabiting?
I think for me, cohabiting is no advice, because for me, I'm a guy, but I can't take that.
Okay.
Because girls of nowadays think cohabiting is their way of getting married.
Okay.
Because when they cohabit with a guy, they can mess up. When the two partners are staying together, anything can happen now. They are not even married yet, but they will do all the things that married people do, and it's true.
Okay.
So for me, I think our girls, my sisters, we need to be very careful with that.
Okay.
Because we guys, they still finish, as my sister earlier mentioned there. We see everything now. Sometimes we cannot even value it. So.
Okay.
So that we have to be very careful with that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. We just heard from him, and then he says, if you see everything, sometimes you not value that. Felicity, it's for you. The mic is for you now. Because
I don't even know what to say about that, honestly. I still think it's depending on the people and how much they like each other, how much they love each other, and how much they value each other. And then you said something about when you're dating somebody, know if the person is willing to listen to you when you make a correction. And then you mentioned people pretend. I think that is another point. When you stay with somebody, you know how the person is in stressful and frustrating. Do the person shout? Do they raise their hands on women? You don't know all these things because you're not staying with them.
Okay.
So if you stay with them, you know that, okay, he's somebody that when he's frustrated, he used to raise his hand, he used to raise his voice, he used to beat me. When these days especially, see situations and hear things like, my husband beat me, or he was not like this when we were dating. No, but there was actually no opportunity to see. Yes, there was actually no opportunity to see these things. People pretend a lot, and I agree. Yes.
Okay. So let's get to you, Tina. Let's get to hear from you. You chose your stand, which is obviously different from what Felicity sings. So, like, on a final note, to justify your stand, how you take your take on cohabiting and how you're against it, what do you have to say?
Okay, I won't cohabit because number one, I don't want to lose the self-respect I have, and then it's against my culture, my religion, so I won't cohabit, and that was how I was brought up. So it depends on the kind of family you're also coming from. If your parents can take that kind of shit for you to stay in the man's house.
Okay, we caught that. Maybe find another word for that.
So if your parents can take that kind of thing,
behavior,
for you to, behavior to stay in a man's house, and then without marriage, before getting married. So I don't think I can do that. So
all right,
that's my stand on it.
Okay, and at this point, we have come to the end of the show. This has been Speedy Talk, and we have been talking about cohabiting. We have been talking about cohabiting since it's something that's so common these days, and we've been trying to get views on cohabiting and if it's good, if it's bad. We have heard a lot of advantages. Some people mentioned. We have heard a lot of disadvantages. We have heard people who agree with and people who people who do not agree with, and all of that. And at the end of the day, even questions like this will come to you, directly at your own doorstep. So it's important that you wisen up and look at the odds, look at the advantages, also disadvantages before making choices. You don't just make choices, that's where we find the balance. You don't just make choices because other people are doing, and because of this, because of that. So it's actually something for you to take home as well and then think about. And I've been with you. I've been your host on Speedy Talk. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I've been here together with
Girgir Felicity
and Ijuo.
And Tina and Felicity are industrial training students from Moses Oshu University, and they have been here learning with us. And today, this is what we brought to you. We came and we spoke about cohabiting. So keep your dial locked on 98.5 Speed FM, because coming up next at 3:55 p.m, the Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday if today is your birthday. And also up next at 4 p.m, the Speed Lane comes on right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And of course, the music won't stop, so don't touch that dial. Keep it on 98.5 Speed FM. And from myself, Tina, and Felicity in the studio, we are saying bye.
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 Do you have a business, an organization, or you want to be heard on radio? Get